Hello, I'm Julia Cordova. I hope you are having a fantastic Monday. If you find these videos helpful, I would very much appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button on YouTube and like them. And I hope they're helpful. That's the whole goal. But today I'm going to do a chart review, and I'm going to talk about Natty, oil, gold, and silver. Not necessarily in that order. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. Okay. So, okay. What do I do? Oh, and I think I learned how to video edit. So, I'm going to try and like drop a trade in here so then we can watch it. I don't know. Just, it'll be a surprise. Now I could video edit that out. Probably not. I'm not advanced, y'all. I'm not advanced. Okay. So, let's see. Oops. I'm super not advanced. Here we go. All right, let's start off by looking at the ES weekly chart. Can I just start by saying, first of all, how amazing my pivots were for last week? What? They were perfect. They were really perfect. And because we closed above the financial crisis line, I actually closed out the shorts that I talked about opening before the weekend. And so I was a little bit, I had a little bit of the bear FOMO. I had a little bit of the bear FOMO. I'm like, what if it's the big one? It was not the big one. Well, I don't know. No, it wasn't. So anyway, looks like for now, at least, we had sort of a low open, and then we're above that pivot right now, and so it would be great to back test it, but if not, we'll see what happens. And also last week, finally, remember how I've been talking about the fact that these candles have not been looking toppy on the weekly? Finally, we had a toppy-ish looking candle. No. The one that looks toppy-ish like that is never the top. How long have you been trading? Never, ever is it that obvious. Like the first one that looks like the top is not the top. Always. Forever and ever. Amen. I don't know. But that's just true. It's a law. It's a fact. Okay. Anyway, so that's the weekly. These are the weekly numbers that I am watching here. Let's go to the daily. Please listen to music while you wait for my slow computer. Oh, here we go. All right. So I sort of shaded out this pink shade area, which is, it's not a gap, but it's sort of an area that needs, well, doesn't need, but it's sort of an area that I would look to for a retest if we were to go back positive, and we in fact did go back positive. Let's look at the MAs. It looks like they're pointing up still. We've got one supportive MA down here right near this 2723. And but let's talk about sort of what I had thought would happen. So now I'm going to try to insert a video clip from my what would a terrible trader do, or what would an awful trader, what would a bad trader, I don't know, what would a icky trader do, and then I'll come back here, and I hadn't taken partial profit, and I hadn't had a stop, and I'd waited all this time. If it goes back and tests it, I think it'll come back down, go back again and test it, go back down, and then go whoop. That's just based on if I were a terrible trader, what would I... Okay, I hope I'm back, and I hope there was a video in there, and if not, I'm just going to sound really weird. But so far, we're sort of following the trajectory of what I had thought. So we got up to Eric's area here, came down, this support, went back up, the top of his range, the very tippy top, but still coming back down. Now it has to come back down, it had to come back down less than before, and then go whoop. Now, whether or not it goes whoop really depends, I think, on how it acts at this area, if it can get to this area. There's another one of these. Well, actually, it did. Look at that. I should have shaded it out because it actually covered it. So I think I talked about that in the last video. There's an area here and there's an area here. Wow, it went, yeah, it did exactly those two things. What? Yeah. Damn. I got it going on. No. So, okay. So I guess this is sort of an area where I would look to see sort of what's happening. Again, it's about 29 or 2894 to 2901 ish area. Let's see what happens there. And I think that'll decide a lot whether it goes, you know, I think probably there's a lot of people right now that are stretching. They're stretching so hard to make a neckline that goes like this and has a really misshapen shoulder and has a really pointy ass head that's tiny. No, nobody looks like that, but I'm sure there's some people right now that are like, let me draw head and shoulders here. No. Anywho, yeah, so let's see how it acts there, if it gets there. If not, it did bounce off my RSI support this morning. Of course, I was like a slacker and didn't say anything, but anyway, it's fine. Okay, let's see what happens. For now, I am bullish into tomorrow, and then I think we'll get another either tomorrow midday and willy whack everybody, or on Wednesday before deciding what to do. Okay, now I have put my dogs across the street at my mom's house, so if you hear heavy breathing, it is not my dogs, it is me talking about Natty. You ready? How freaking great was Natty today? Only because I kind of thought that that today would be the day, and it was. But you know, I don't want to bitch because like you guys was up like 18%, but I kind of thought it would be bigger. I want big. I want huge. I want like, you know, like amazing off of the key. So it looks like right now, investing.com, their candles are weird. But it looks like right now that it's going to close above the key line here. And of course it's like kind of doing it in a crap way. But I'm going to say it's still bullish looking because look, I mean, you know, a lot of people who didn't know what they were doing on Friday would have been like, ooh, false breakout. No, that was just like a little poke. And then, so basically it's eroded resistance, right? So it did it here, and did it here. And now, I think everything I'm saying is sounding very naughty right now. I mean, I'm replaying this in my mind. Just like, I don't mean it that way. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna be professional. Actually, I'm not a professional because I don't get paid. Oh my God. Okay, focus. Charts. Okay. Anyway, if Natty closes above this key, wow, it's gonna get I think to at least this 210 area. Look, there's like open airspace above here. Actually, it's above where it is right now. Look at where it is right now. Exactly at the bottom of this, or at the top of this previous gap. Wow. I didn't mark it off. Shame on me. But that's where it is right now. So if it can clear 1.994, that is, I see that as the next resistance. Not the big one, but the next one. If it can clear 1.994, did it just do that? Calm. If it can clear there, I mean, I would expect it. Look at its empty space, to get up to about 210 or so. We shall see. And if you look at RSI, so you know it's cool, you know, you've seen me do lines on RSI. RSI also does shapes. What does this shape look like to you? And you know what's extra cool about it? It's got the devil horns of Natty. So it's like it incorporated my previous analysis and it made it awesome looking. So, and if that's true, then I would imagine this next resistance of whatever it is in RSI, whenever it is, will hit right about the time that it gets to 2.104. That would be amazing. That would be excellent. I'd be so excited by that. Let's talk gold. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Ah! Shield your eyes. I pull up this gold thing. All right. All right. Let's look at gold. Yeah, it's just consolidating in a massive ass flag. Let's see. Let's move these things around so we can see what happens. So, like I said, I haven't really been trading gold that much because it's just been like, it's not been, I don't know, I haven't been catching at the right time, or it just seems to me it's like, it's just moving around. It's not really trending any direction. It's just consolidating. And so, I mean, it's scalpy if you happen to catch at the right place. So it looks like, let's just look at this. Okay, so, not exact on that marker, but, so it looks like it is slightly below RSI support right now. But, I mean, it's not exact on the, well, I'm pretty good, guys. I'm pretty good. I mean, it's kind of, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't really worry about it unless it got below the rocket line, which right now is 1672-ish, depending on when it would hit. Then I would start to get concerned. But right now it looks okay. It looks fine. Keep it, hold it, or short it if you're, I don't know, if you're inclined to do so. I'm not. Okay, let's talk about silver. Alrighty then. So on Friday, I may have gotten ahead of myself a little bit because as it was going down here on Friday, it looked like it was right on. See, this is what I don't like about doing charts like the day after. This is why we should screenshot immediately upon buying. I bought on Friday. That's why I'm saying that. So, and a little bit, one scale, because I got a little freaked out, but it's okay. It's okay. Now we've got one of these things way down here that, remember what I talked about there? So I don't know. I'm just watching it. Just got a little freaked out. Probably didn't need to, but I thought, you know, I'll just buy one scale and then I'll add the other two scales when we break the F out. If we break the F out. If not, I've only put in 1/3 of a scale. If it goes hoochie poochie down here, then bye-bye money. Wow. Whatever. That's normal, right? It's normal. So anyway, today it actually did hit RSI and price support at the lows. So, for tomorrow, you know, of course, it's always, of course, it's better if it closes as high above this dotted line as possible, because then as it goes over to the next day, the pivot is, you know, it gives it some wiggle room, some space. But I'm not concerned by it just yet. I mean, it's how silver's been very volatile over the course of last night and today. So I'm fine with it. It's fine. Looks fine. Looks fine. Buying a flag, y'all. Buying a flag. That's fine. Okay. Now let's discuss oil. Not because I want to discuss it, because some people have been asking me for it, and I adore you. And so let's just talk about oil. Blech. Put some vinegar on there and eat it like a salad. Okay. So, I mean, is this is negative? I don't know how long. Is that the bottom? I don't know. I mean, could it get worse? Yes, it could. Would it be a likely thing for it to get worse? Well, let's look at all the MAs. They're going down, down, down. We're still below the ones I look at. And it's so ick looking that even I, like bottom catcher extraordinaire, I'm not messing with it. I don't know about y'all messing with it. I don't know. I mean, maybe pick out some good oil companies. Tell me about them. If you have one that you really love, then maybe if enough people want it, I can chart it for you. Maybe that's a way to play it. But, no. And I should say, so you see how it's almost at this MA? This is just weekly, by the way. But anyway, let's look at this. I bet that if it gets up to this MA, which is right now, I'm just spitballing here, 22.42-ish, then it would probably be at RSI resistance. So that'd be actually, sorry, that would be a good place to sort of reevaluate and see what you think if you're in the trade, if you're long, or if you want to go short. That seems like a logical place. Okay. This is the 4-hour chart. It's got some possible bearish divergence forming here, just in the last humpity hump. I can't get away from it today. I can't get away from it today. Okay, anyway, that could go away actually, because if this next candle gets to be green and we get all the way into this area, I think this divergence would go away. But it's just something to look out for if it doesn't. If we kind of take another dip down. But I do like my divergence in 3s. So it is possible that it will get higher, but right now it's also at an MA on the 4-hour. It's nowhere near the key. And look, if it does go to the key, you know what shape that would form? So, it's a possibility. It would form a big inverse head and shoulders. I should say it out loud, just in case you're not Miss Cleo and can read my brain. Sorry, I don't know. Does she read brains? No, she does the future. Who reads brains? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, that's it. I hope you are having a great night and a great week. And thank you again for subscribing. And I will see you around the interwebs. Oh wait, I have to go. Somebody told me I had to go make my thing. Okay, so thank you for subscribing.